Welcome to this video on climate change. I am a disembodied text-to-speech program that will narrate your journey through this short documentary. So, climate change, well, what actually is it? Is it real? Yes, climate change. Despite what meaning those two words carry in society today, climate change in of itself is not bad. In fact, it's quite normal. The Earth has been changing ever since it was formed billions of years ago, with nature being the cause with events, eruptions and changes in orbit. In the past, this climate change has resulted in what we know as the ice ages, which were caused by changes in the Earth's orbit around the Sun. Right now, the Earth is in an interglacial period and should more or less have a constant temperature. However, we live in a society that has experienced rapidly increasing temperatures since the Industrial Revolution due to human consumption of fossil fuels. In case anyone is unaware, fossil fuels are fuels formed from the buried remains of long-dead plants and animals. Due to their origin, fossil fuels have a high amount of carbon within them that is released when they are burnt. While these greenhouse gases are being released into the Earth's atmosphere, the Sun emits high-energy short wavelengths that penetrate the Earth's atmosphere, with about 70% of it being absorbed by the Earth to further increase its overall temperature. Over the last 2 centuries, the global temperature has risen by over 40%. Suffice to say, this is not good and the impacts are even worse. Flooding, erosion, droughts, wildfires and more. Entire habitats and ecosystems are being irreversibly damaged by climate change, with almost a third of the world's species at risk of becoming extinct due to climate change and its effects. Despite the dire consequences of climate change, there are some who would disregard it as fake. Chief among them being Home Alone 2 cast member Donald J. Trump.
Pollutants that go up, and there are certain things that happen, certain things we do that if we weren't here, certainly...
They say the overwhelming cause for the last 50 years.
Well, I don't necessarily agree.
But it doesn't seem like in the report that there's that much of a may to it. Like, it's your government, right? It's your scientists. They work for you. It's your company.
That's okay. That's okay. And I want everybody to report whatever they want. But ultimately, I'm the one that makes that final decision.
What you talking crazy for?
But I don't believe the impact is nearly what some say, and other scientists that dispute those findings very strongly.
Have you ordered the government then to?
Well, I haven't seen that.
Include
I haven't
the scientists.
seen that.
It's
Yeah.
if you have into.
Go on, man. What is your problem, baby? What you got a problem?
Luckily, many countries have realized just how big our impact on climate change is and have resolved to cut their emissions. In fact, our current government have recently set a target of 2050 to cut countrywide emissions to net zero. Although considering how incompetent our current government is, perhaps we should be worried. Thank you for watching this video on climate change. I hope that you have taken something away from this, because otherwise this would all be a waste of my not too valuable time. Perhaps you can try and make a difference in your own life.